Alright guys, Punisher Max 17 here, and what I've got before you is the Fall of Cybertron Generations Grimlock Transformer. Now this isn't a review of them, I've already done one of those. You can search that on my channel if you're looking for it. But this is actually him after I detailed him and customized him. Now if you're familiar with the figure, you probably already noticed several things that stand out as being detailed and painted, but I'm going to go through this one by one with you. I'll start by taking off the weapons here because I did detail those, and I'll do a close-up of that. We'll start with the shield. Now originally this was pure clear red with just this little dark gray part in here. I decided to add detailing all around on it, just really made it pop, stand out nicely. Did the same thing for the sword. As you can see, I actually think that looks quite nice. Now, what the paints I used for this were my typical 3 Citadel paints: bolt gun metal, chainmail, and mithril silver. And I also used Tester's gold. Now, the bolt gun metal was actually a near perfect match for this color, this gray color, and the Tester's gold, to my surprise, matched this gold almost perfectly as well. I was actually quite shocked by that. So let's get a closer look here at what I did to the figure. To start off, we'll have the side of the legs. Now originally this was all this gold color, but I decided to go in and add the silver, the little details on the wires and stuff in there, things like that. I also added the gold trim around the little red vents in there. Added a little detail here, painted the vents, and added the gray here. So that's about it for the legs. I did some paint work in here. This was all gold. I just added a little detail in there in the middle. And then I went ahead and extended the silver gray color out all the way as this was pure gold before. I added the details in here, just a few small things. And then I added the silvery gray to this as well, along with the copper. This was just the tannish gold before. You'll probably notice I added a whole lot of details in there into the chest part, and I actually wasn't sure how I would like that to begin with. I didn't know if that was just going to make it look a little too silvery, a little too all over the place, a little too busy, but I really like it now. I added the dark gray silver here, and then detailed up underneath of his face, and then just added a few little, and I dropped the camera, and then I just added a few little accents to the side of his head there as well. Now I didn't have the chance to do as much on the arms just because there really wasn't as much to do. I added the copper wiring in there for when he's in dyno mode pretty much, and I lined the front claws with bolt gun metal, added some chainmail detailing in there to the arm, as you can see where the silver is a little different color, and then just some small detailing in here to the upper arm. There wasn't, unfortunately, much I could do with this upper part of the shoulder, or any part of the shoulder, I should say. Just wasn't a whole lot of opportunity for detail there. Did the same thing to the other arm, of course. Now, I did also detail some of the parts for, T-Rex mode. So we'll look at the arms here that were just this very light silver and actually stood out to me. So I went in there, highlighted it with some darker gray silver colors that I think looks nice. Let's go ahead and move this around, pop out the T-Rex head here, and you'll see, if we can get it to focus, there we go, that I added some gold and some lighter silvers detail into the face and into the neck. That was pure gold before with just that little red accent. I went ahead and filled out the color here because despite the fact that this color was on the sides already, it was pure gold in there. And I added the gold and lighter silver to the back of the head. Colored in these panels on his chest area of T-Rex mode, I guess you would call it, and colored in a little gold there on each side. We'll go ahead and pop that back in. I also filled out the gray on his tail there. I'm not going to pop that out just because it gets to be kind of a pain to get back in. And a little detailing to the joints on his legs. So I actually did quite a bit of customizing there. Just remembered I did add some color to the back of his hands as well. And I'm actually really happy with it, like I said. It's been so cold outside for me recently, I haven't been able to go out and airbrush anything, and I just was really itching to do a little project. So I got him, just detailed him up by hand, and it was a lot of fun. It really was. I'm thinking about doing Generation Springer next, possibly. I'm not sure when I'll get around to it, though. But yeah, that is my Fall of Cybertron Grimlock. I hope you guys like it, and I hope to be able to show off more customized Transformers figures like these in the future. I do have a couple other Transformer figures I've customized that I've made a video about. If you're interested, check them out. I've done a complete, not just detailing, but a complete makeover of Generations Ultra Magnus and Generations Blitzwing. So check those out on my channel if you're interested. I'm actually really happy with how those turned out as well. And I'm really happy with how he turned out, just in a different way, because this was simply detailing. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you next time.